Hello. You guys gotta wait until I start talking.
Aaron started it.
It's true.
It doesn't matter. Hey everybody, welcome back to heckin' Nat19 Vestige of Ophiuchus, Campaign 1, Session 59, and a little bit of trivia out there for anyone that's watching the stream is, this is the first of the streams that you are watching while Nat19 is a partner channel! We finally did it. We've taken over Twitch. We're in charge now.
It's true.
If only.
We haven't actually attended any of the board meetings yet, but as we have made partner, we do plan to have a strong influence in the direction of the company as a whole. That's what this means, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the partner, that means that, like, you know, you're basically have an equal say, right?
It's true. We're at the table. We're on the board.
Yeah.
We heckin' did it. It's
We're
like
at
with
the
lawyers.
meetings.
It's the exact same term. But, yeah, heckin', so that's really exciting. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and roll a die here in game to determine who's going to give us our very short recap. Who can very rapidly recap the events that happened last time? It looks like it's going to be Carrie.
God. Fuck.
Thank God.
No! Oh, God. Okay. We had lunch. It was cool. There was an awesome chef. He was real neat. We bought stuff from Legum. Oh, fuck, you're right. Okay, Hayden?
Nanetta!
Okay, thank you. Okay. We had lunch with Vindy, and there was a really cool chef. And we bought stuff from Legum. We went to go see the Merchant Lords. The lady was like on the way there. We were all like, "Sup, babe?" And then we kept going. Then they all tried to vote, and then Morgan was all like, "Fucking, the lady can't vote," and the Morgan was on the lady was all like, "Stab," and Morgan was all like, "Oh shit, I was a doppelganger this entire time," and then fucking we were like, "Oh jeez," and then Edwin was all like, "Sup, fam," and we were all like, "Jeez." What else happened? Shit. And then like fucking Markwire showed up, and we were all like, "Oh jeez." Fucking, oh shit, who else showed up? Crap.
A big freaking Abishai.
A big Abishai showed up, and we were like, "Jeez."
You may have skipped a step there.
Ridiculous. What did I miss? What did I miss?
Tenebros was Diane the entire time.
I was saving that till the end. Jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
But it didn't happen at the end.
And then Diane turned out to be Tenebros, and we were all like, "Jeez." And then it got all dark, and then Logan was like, "That's it in the game," and we were all like, "Oh,
To
jeez."
clarify, in this instance, Diane was Tenebros. Diane has not always been Tenebros.
No, she's always been Tenebros.
I mean, we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
You have seen them both in the
Same
at the
place.
same place before.
Magic exists, Logan.
Magic exists in this world.
That is
You
true.
Understand your own world.
That is a fair and
guys,
even-handed
Think
response.
about it. What if the Tenebros is just playing 8D chess and he knew specifically that during the fight with Stradivarius, Quintus would turn and see him sneaking up on him, so he would teleport him and him away, so Quintus would be like, "Well, there's two of them, they couldn't be the same," and the lady, who would at some point be aware of this, would never tell them.
And it's like the idea of Quintus seeing that and like the camera zooming on his face and Quintus being like, "I knew it the whole time. They were different people."
Yep.
Avi escaping, you'd be in the stairwell, so you would just see that the lower area is effectively blocked by this like large sphere of darkness that is effectively encompassing the entirety of the bottom of the stairwell. You're up first. What would you like to do?
Oh, I don't know, because my instinct is to try to throw things at it, but I don't know.
I get that.
Flux gets a dagger in his back.
I have been damaged.
And I have no idea where this thing is at all, right?
Correct.
Could I maybe try to make a perception check to kind of get an idea? Like, to try to, like, hear where it is, maybe?
From where you are, everything in there is in the same direction, effectively, because it's all within that sphere. You could try to, but unless you get really high, it may not yield anything terribly specific.
Oh, 'cause I just throw things.
I get that.
I don't know what I can do. I'm gonna.
You just throw a
try-
knife in, you just hear Vogan go, ah! Everyone watch out! He's got knives!
He's got a knife! Run!
They're going to try to rush through. They're going to get to there, and then they're going to roll 1d8.
Come right back out.
They do.
Yep.
They rush into the sphere, immediately get turned around and rush back out of it, wasting a movement. They're going to move back in. You see them, Lexi, rush out, look back in. It's a bit disorienting in there, it would seem. So, keep your wits about you. And she's going to rush in and back out to where she was. And she has 2 more squares of movement. And boom.
When gain true sight now.
She's trying to move her way through to get back over there. All right.
Come on, dragon. Have true sight.
One day, when she's older.
She ain't quite that old yet.
Damn.
Heck
Or a
in.
century.
All right, Cassandra is going to. She's not gonna go all out just yet. She's gonna go for 3 attacks on him. She got a crit.
Hey.
Spins the weapon as she gets hit and cut grievously as the Tenebros almost seems to like flash step past her and cut her with his blade. She plants her foot on the ground, spins around, and takes advantage of how cocky he's being. Cuts him, deals.
She gets 3 focus points back.
Of course.
Oh.
And he unfortunately resists down the critical.
Oh no. He stole my fucking cloak.
I mean, they both have that same quality is the thing. Heckin', 2 more attacks. Oh my god, another critical.
Get it,
my
bitch!
God.
It doesn't matter, the lady. They don't matter against him.
It
Stop.
doesn't matter, the lady.
Yells God.
The lady. It doesn't matter. You're wasting your criticals. Third attack.
At least she's getting all these focus points
Of
back.
course. The third attack, both of those attacks do a lot of damage to him, but he instinctively manages to parry them off slightly, but he's still cut by them. But the sum total of the damage that she deals isn't even remotely close to what he did. You just hear, after these attacks hit, just a resonating... Is that it? Oh, you've been giving us so much trouble, and this is all that you have to offer. You hear movement within the darkness.
Oh god, y'all.
Okay.
I've been watching you for quite some time, as you have taken down my subordinates.
Vogan, you hear the voice drifting around you.
Stradivarius was proud. He thought that he could take down anyone in one-on-one combat, and so he thought that fighting against all of you would be no problem as long as he brought allies. I know not to underestimate your group.
He's going to move. You hear him moving away from you.
I need to pick off the weakest first.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye, guys.
Etrigan,
No.
get down!
No.
Flux,
Become stronger than Etrigan?
you hear... Flux, you feel a presence moving by you.
My regards, Warforged. Stay still
shit.
a moment and I'll be with you.
Ooh. Oh no.
Miriam, run.
Oh no.
Danger zone.
You
No,
feel
attack me now.
the shifting of the rug as this thing moves by you. And it's moving over, and Miriam, you hear the sudden sound of a whipping attack.
Yeah. It's always Miriam.
There any
Everybody
chance
hates Miriam.
I'm a sophomore.
What?
I'm a sophomore. And let's be real, Black Ambush, I have a thing for killing me.
You see a flash from a very large weapon that should have had advantage, actually, because it heckin' I'm just gonna go ahead.
You already rolled it.
blinded.
It's fine. You already rolled it. It's too late now.
You're
You
right.
can't.
I did already roll it. I'm gonna roll a d20 real quick. Cool.
Damn it!
He still hit. Is the point? He would have hit either way.
Damn it!
All right.
I tried to save you, Miriam. I tried.
As you feel a very large blade strike into you, as it does, there's a rapid whipping sound. As another blade, it almost sounds like a very large whip, like lashing out towards you. That's going to strike you as well from the side. Yuck. And it will hit. These attacks almost seem to happen simultaneously. The moment the first one hits, you've already heard the sound of the second one swooping in to strike you. You take another 17 damage. Alter Self expires. And you need to make a con save. Remind me, Deus Yankovic, is it resistance or immunity to poison?
I am resistant.
Okay, so you need to make a con save. As this you failed, you're going to take another 3d10 poison damage.
Oh my god. Miriam.
Reduced down to 0, apparently.
Oh,
as it
yeah.
strikes you, you hear a momentary pause and a
Curious. You were prepared. That's fine. You cannot prepare for this!
and you hear the sound of the large body lunging forward and massive fangs barrel in and clamp around you. They hit and they get a crit.
No!
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is.
Dead, actually.
Yeah, you are.
No! Come on!
It bites into you, and he tosses your body off to the side. Lexi, you hear a clatter as a body is thrown out of the sphere of darkness and lands outside. As Miriam, covered in acid that is eating through the non-magical elements of his clothes, clatters out and rolls along the stone, completely unmoving.
That's the first. Now, Warforged. I said I'd be with you next.
And that is going to be him. Fenris!
Does anyone here have Dispel Magic?
I was.
Do you have Dispel Magic?
I do.
Do it!
Use it!
Get rid of it!
Use it now!
Play how you want to play, but please.
No, do it now!
I will. I have so many things I gotta do. Frick. That's the main one. I'm gonna dispel magic. The
Okay.
Darkness.
Okay, the magical effect is pretty much everywhere, so you can target it. I need you to roll a wisdom check for your ability saving throw.
Okay, I'm good at wisdom.
Do you have any favor?
No.
Yeah, you do have inspiration, though. You have 3 inspiration.
I do. I have birthday. Oh my goodness. Okay, I shall do that.
Okay.
I haven't used inspiration
So roll this with
in forever,
advantage.
and I'm also dying. Okay, yes, thank you. Okay.
A wisdom check with advantage.
Yeah.
So, a 19 absolutely beats it. That would have dispelled a 9th level spell.
Thank God!
It's a good thing you used your inspiration because you dropped a 3. You cast it. You dispel the darkness. As you do it, you see it all beginning to coalesce and move. And rather than being dispelled immediately, the darkness all seems to retract inwards as if it's reforming into the shape of the creature that cast it. As if it's like was part of his skin that is returning to how it was. And you see standing at about 11, 12 feet tall, long tentacles, these flesh-like tentacles whipping out from its back, the form of a very large black Abishai that doesn't have wings. The first one you've seen that is wingless, with a long tail coated in what looks like a bone-like substance, and in its hand, a massive weapon that looks like a handle made of bone, tied to a large greenish glassy rock that forms a blade that is as tall as any of you. It is itself as long as Quintus. The image for this boy,
God, that's a whole lot of none of that.
as you see this creature.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Looks sick.
Capital F for fuck that.
Edrigan is going to look at this boy.
Go on, save me.
Cry. And he's going to cry.
By the way, Vindy and Agravain are still within their chairs. I'm going to say that their turns are going to happen here as well. They're going to stand, and they start moving back over to where High Lord Morian is, who's still sitting in the chair, his, like, fingers tensed together as if he's observing what's going on here. As he does, he's like,
High Standard, how confident do you feel about what is in front of you?
Outcome
Why do you
uncertain.
lie to him?
Because I angry.
Do you think this is something that you can handle?
We took down Stradivarius.
In
With
that
a lot of help.
Leave it to us, sir.
Help is always good.
If he's making a move, then I have a feeling that our presence is going to be needed at the Skyward Estate. There is a particular room below the estate. If you find you're in need of sanctuary moving forward, he stands. I implore you to please return there and seek us out.
Vindy! And he, like, turns to her. Vindy starts walking over to her. You see her preparing to cast a spell, but they are waiting. Lilywind! Stop dawdling! Come over here, please! And Edragan,
Don't be an idiot. I know that you are a relatively talented combatant, but this is beyond your ability.
Edragan is going to look at what is in front of him, and he is going to... For the first time, I get to use him in combat. He is going to rush forward. He is going to... Do you have one of your weapons on you, my boy? You should have... There it is.
There it is.
You should have his heckin' his... he apparently only has his daggers with him, I guess. He's going to rush forward. He is going to make 2 attacks on this thing as he sees it. He pulls them out. You see when he pulls them out, he actually is a very... instantly his body language becomes more nimble, more like you'd expect from Aviana or from Lexi. Rushes forward. Leaps towards Segregate. And he is going to make 2 attacks. Flux, you are technically within range, so he can do this. He's gonna use sneak attack because my boy's a rogue.
Of course.
Oh, hell yeah!
He's me, but a merchant.
He had a rough
Snack attack all over the
he had
goddamn place.
he had a rough upbringing and acquired some skills during it. Reaches over,
Hell
strikes him.
yeah.
Segregate like reaches towards him. Edragan manages to duck under it and strikes him. He's then going to go for a second attack with the dagger, and that is also a hit. Hits
Hell
him.
yeah,
Good job.
Bitch.
And the concentration was already broken. He strikes him again. Doesn't do that much damage. Segregate just looks at him.
I suppose you would be the weaker.
And then Edragan immediately ducks back and is going to use his bonus action to use cunning action to disengage. And he is going to begin running back towards where the others are.
Good call.
I love him.
Sam?
Be
Good.
safe.
I don't want to be a burden here, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave. Highest Standard, I've hired you for more than this. I've seen you defeat Abishai before. You have this.
I am going to bonus action summon my Orbis Maharaga sword.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that's the thing to do.
I would say that there's like a flash of lightning and whatnot, but there isn't. You're invisible.
Yep.
Flash of invisible lightning.
Hell yeah.
Even I can't see it.
Lightning bolt shaped of lightning.
And I'm going to start using some of my attacks here.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Cool.
killed
Are we
Quintus.
cool with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's cool.
You-
Alright.
You can start doing some attacks. That seems fair to me.
Okay. I
That-
assume that hits.
Yes, that does in fact hit. The 27 does hit.
I'm gonna Scorpion Mark him. And then I'm gonna roll some of this. Actually, hold on. I'm also gonna put grit onto this.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm. Bam. And then, is there anything else I want to stack onto this?
Just how
No.
gross can I be?
How gross do I want to be right
Just a
now?
reminder that
How
your per turn
gross can
limit
I
is
6.
yeah. So you have one more point that you could spend if you wanted to.
I've got 3.
No, I mean you can only if you've. All right, Scorpion Mark itself. Sorry, I saw it at 2 entry twice. My brain confizzled.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
no.
you're correct. You have 3 left. I thought it was like Scorpion Mark and then a second Scorpion.
Yeah. All right. Damage. Take that, nerd.
Ugh! You strike him, it reels back as just a large arc of lightning and cut goes up his chest. He, in surprise, reels back. Some of his tentacles come down in between where the attack seemed to have come from and him, as if he's defending against an unseen opponent, which he is.
Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna attack him again.
That hits.
I'm gonna damage him again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You heckin' did.
I did. I did over 50 damage to him this turn.
God
Yeah, you
damn.
fucking did.
Fuck.
Yeah, I did. Then I'm gonna Dragon Surge.
Oh my god.
Because I'm gonna do another 50 damage.
Because I'm gonna do 100 and because I'm gonna do 100 damage to him this
I
turn.
swear to God.
Go ahead, take a favor and go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, do I
bitch.
get a favor from?
Oh!
Oh yeah.
You are taking him apart right now.
I am.
Disgust me.
It says fuck.
But you disgust. All right, and now I'm gonna.
Fucking singing that fucking song. I'm a trust fund, baby. You can trust me. You just
Oh, you disgust me. So maybe you disgust me.
Yeah.
Last attack. That's
a hit.
26.
Oh my
Ugh.
god.
That
I
was...
did over 100 damage to him.
You did it.
What a beautiful, beautiful bald boy.
Leave.
All right, guys, I'm done. I'm done
Now
with
do it
D&D.
one.
I did everything I ever wanted.
You fucking Vogan's just like, this is way better than Stradivarius.
Yeah.
He is going to make a bite attack, and he's going to make this bite attack against Winchester.
No.
Oh no! Wait, can it be
Against
against
Quintus.
Quinn? Yeah.
You're going to move it up to you?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Wow.
He makes it
That was
against
a good
you.
call.
He gets a critical.
Go
Oh,
for it. Fucking
no.
kill me. I'd rather you kill me than my horse.
Alright.
God.
And he is going to... Up!
Oh.
He bites into you. You absorb 3 points of the damage, but you take 67 as he reaches over and clamps his fangs down into you.
Oh my god.
I then need you to make
That was no cannonball.
a con save, which you succeed.
Ick.
And you get a 19, so take a favor.
Oh hell yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, dude. Really appreciate it.
That would have instantly killed Winchester.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He would have been.
why it
He
hit
would have
me.
died from massive damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would like to go up behind him and stab him with Vox Victoria.
Okay.
him.
Beep.
Bow, 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 bow,
That attack. Why do you have advantage?
I think that was me accidentally clicking advantage like a dumbass.
You would have
God
dropped
damn
a
it.
4, so that first attack would miss.
Cool. But it's Vox Victoria, so I can do it again.
It's true. You go in to make an attack against him. He looks down to you. He seems to regard Vox Victoria immediately. You see his eyes sharpen. And he quickly twists away from you and parries it with one of his tentacles.
That
weapon.
What the fuck?
As you take another strike at him, he lunges back from it. And almost like makes a shield in front of him with his tentacles for a moment before they spread back out. The movements that he makes with those are very much like what you'd expect from like a symbiote from Marvel.
Doc Ock or something.
Yeah.
Vox Victoria. Once again, you stand against us.
Invest me.
All right.
Fair.
He's going to take a legendary action,
A lot of
That's
y'all
fair.
are-
No.
A lot of
Hi,
y'all are
and he is going to bite
tentacle range, is all
Aviana.
I'm saying.
As he goes to attack, he's going to have disadvantage on the attack. He's going to go for a bite. Tries to bite you, Avi. Even with disadvantage, he still hits.
Uncanny dodge.
Go ahead and apply Uncanny Dodge to yourself.
Beep.
Beep.
Oh beep.
Oh, beep. He did not get a
Stress
crit,
beeps.
which he gets very easily.
Oh.
Oh.
He goes for the bite.
Oh no, you're so squishy.
You take only 13 damage after reducing it by 8 and then half.
I took like 6 times that. Good job.
You're right, goddamn.
You reduce it down from 40.
Oh my god!
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Maybe
Well.
I'm just gonna be a healer for this fight. Maybe I don't need to interact.
Yeah.
Probably a
Yeah.
good call.
Now,
Probably a good call.
as this happens, you guys start to hear the sound of a violin playing, almost in a ghostly manner. You can't tell where it's emanating from, but you hear the sound of a violin beginning to play. And Flux, you are going to gain a bardic inspiration, as this music,
Oh.
which is familiar to you, makes you feel a little bit more invigorated. You hear some like odd whispers that seem to go over the music, and Segregate is going to have to roll against. Yes, they still fail. Good job. Segregate is going to be affected by vicious mockery. Take no damage from it, unfortunately, because the type of damage doesn't really matter to it. However, he will have disadvantage on his next attack.
Logan.
Yeah.
Logan, I made you a thing in call chat.
Oh, you did? Oh, dude! I'll throw that in for future because we need Purple Monkey.
By
we
God.
100% need Purple King John. Oh my god! All right, Flux, you're up.
Oh, God. Oh, man, Flux is very much, like, looking toward Quintus, and then looking toward where the Tenebros is fighting the lady. It's like,
Right?
I need to go fight him.
Go.
You ain't got
What?
that kind of movement,
Go.
you bitch.
But you're so
I need to
injured.
say it again.
Yes, sir, Master Quintus.
Just kind of like smiles through, big bite wounds.
He will steel himself and attempt to get as far as he can.
You're gonna get smacked, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
I'm
true.
expecting
You
to-
are going to get smacked as soon as you get up at that bend. One of the tentacles whips around.
Don't take your eyes off me. It will be the last thing you ever do.
Strikes at you, has disadvantage, but still hits because he rolled an 18 and a 17. Tentacle strikes you, dealing a total of 16 reduced to 13 damage, at which point you need to make a con save.
I can certainly try.
So you fail, and the poison strikes you, and you feel it, like, entering into your body. But as soon as it does, you feel like it takes no effect. Like, your body seems to fight it off immediately.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, this is
right. Because of the hero's face. Yeah.
Nice.
unexpected. It's
You
like,
had the most of that over all of us.
Alright, you get to about there, you still have your action and your bonus action.
Yeah, I will, I'll, like, look back to Quintus. It's like, thank you, Master Quintus, but I do not intend to leave you undefended. I'll point my gun at, Ape Miriam and cast Enlarge.
Oh my lord!
Yes!
Let's break the walls down!
Hell
my-
yeah!
Oh, Big Merriam is big! Alright, one sec. Size.
I know this is a great thing, but I hope you guys know I'm shaking my head.
Kitty, eat him.
There goes the
Big
ceiling, you
Mary.
guys.
As you
They have
collectively, because like he's still sort of getting up from the previous thing, you see Miriam beginning to polymorph and turning into the ape, and as you say this, you fire additionally at him. Segregate just like a shadow rises up behind Segregate, and he slowly turns, and his gaze fixes upwards as he sees this massive ape. Its shoulders just buckle against the ceiling as you rise up. The ape just looks down and gives a...
Yeah. And I'm not quite close enough to shoot at the Tenebros yet, so I will shoot at him with my bonus action.
Pew pew.
No!
As you fire, one of the tentacles, like, even though he, like, is looking up at Ape Merriam, as you fire, he seems just suddenly, like, throw himself back and land away from the attack.
Curses. Well, that's my turn.
You know, I feel like a javelin would be great and all. At the same time, though, I think I have something else I can do.
All right.
Turns to everyone else. Highest standard! Get into a better position! Charge! I'll give call to action.
All right. So Avi, you can't benefit from this because you've used your reaction. Vogan, you've used your reaction. Everybody
You know who
else.
hasn't? Giant monkey.
Giant Monkey hasn't used his reaction. That's true. Fenris has not used their reaction. You know, we've never thought about this, but technically Winchester could benefit from this.
Oh.
So you could technically use this to have Winchester. Like while you're riding him, he is mounted, but he's an ally, and he can use his reaction.
I have a question, Logan. Actually, I have a big question here.
Yeah.
This actually could determine everything.
Yeah.
Can someone who is frightened be on a horse that can move?
If you are controlling its movements, you cannot
couldn't willingly direct its movement.
Yeah.
What if I gave the command to Winchester and the person wasn't controlling it?
If a person knew that the horse was going to go towards the source of their fright, I cannot rationalize them getting on the horse.
One idea was to send Winchester at Murkwire.
Wow.
The horse would have to somehow capture and hold the person hostage while moving towards the source of their fear.
But Winchester rides up, like, get on!
No! Yes, though! No!
Yes, but no! Yes, but no!
Just aiming sword forward. No!
Get on, nerd. We're going shopping.
That would have been so cool.
I'm sorry. I can't.
That's
can't rationalize
perfectly
it.
fine.
You see him also looking towards you and looking back over towards where the others are.
You know, you're a person that rather likes new discoveries, aren't you?
I should say so.
Ever since you all graciously returned my powers to me, there's been certain spells that have come back that I've been dying to try out. So, how about you observe them as the first person who's seen them in a very long time? The power of the chromatic.
What was it called? Yeah, I had it right. I
He
doubted
looks it up.
myself.
The chromatic convocation.
He steps on the ground, and you see this magic circle appear under his feet that spreads out to the side, and you see these arcane symbols form into several circles that rotate around him. And with a flash of light, these spears made of this radiant arcane energy come up through these holes and float around him, and then just begin floating in a sphere surrounding him.
The cursed spears of Avernus. Let's see how these perform. Let's see what my gift from my mother does. If you're going to use the chromatic convocation, then maybe I should as well.
You see the lady stand. She's going to use Turning Surge, which is part of the same things. You see her hair again begin to float up as if it's become weightless. Energy begins to appear around her. She takes on this arcane reddish glow. That is going to be her bone.
Thank God.
5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to use her action to dash to get that close. As she does, she can replace her attacks with chromatic orbs, so that's what she's going to do. She rushes forward.
Pew pew.
And she is going to... you would not be feared. She is going to use 3 chromatic orb attacks. She puts her hand out. You see her arm gets covered in fire, and she's going to go 1. That's a hit.
Woo! Oh shit, hell yeah.
Fires. Hits him. It strikes him in the back. He looks a bit disoriented for a second. As it hits him, he leans forward as it strikes him in the back, and he turns back towards her.
Did you just say what I thought you just said? You're using...
And then she fires another one. Hits.
That's one of Mother's skills that you're using, isn't it? How did you learn how to use that? Someone else using it should be having a detrimental effect on... Another one hits him. Ha! On your soul, but you seem to be doing just fine.
It hits him again. He looks actually perturbed by that series of hits.
Hell yeah.
Lexi!
Get him.
Get him, lady.
I don't fucking know, dude. I'm right
Get
in the
him,
middle
Lexi.
of all this bullshit. Oh my god. Lex is all hurt. Everybody's over there, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, fights are bad.
Right? Fights
I actu-
suck.
I actually didn't realize how hurt I was until just now because my token still looks green.
Oh.
I didn't
Yep.
realize I have 27 hit points.
Yeah, that's why I had to go and like redo everything because it wasn't of doing things for me.
Oh god.
Oh dear. I'm sure this is fine.
At least we'll definitely get a nap after this. Like
Yeah.
a full
Sure.
rest.
One way or the other, Flux will get a nap.
Oh god.
Huh.
Fuck. Fuck, I don't know what to do. Okay. I'm gonna head towards everybody. I'm sorry, Flux. This is your fucking thing.
I understand. Help our friends.
Okay, and I'm
I mean, you can't really
almost-
get to him from here. You could shoot and then move if you wanted to like do something this turn.
I could. Ugh. Mm. It's not gonna fucking hit him though. I need to move
But it
closer and then try to
could.
hide and then get advantage to have any chance of hitting him. But I don't
With
want to
a-
move
with my
further
plus
away
11.
from you guys. Oh my god, shut up. Shut up.
there's only so many my plus 11 can
It's
do.
the Tenebros, bitch!
I have to go without advantage for all of my attacks, Lexi.
He screams in his pool
true.
of blood. Fine,
Just because
fine,
you can't
I'll
fucking
shoot him.
abuse your hide doesn't mean you can't shoot.
Listen, my AC is only 18, and I'm kidding.
Oh my
He's
god.
You're fighting them.
Okay, I'm shooting him. I'm
Fight.
shooting him. I'm shooting
Okay,
him.
shoot him. Do it. Shoot
There
him.
we go.
I think you should have hid.
And thus the curse of Carrie continues.
I'm so fucking
You fire it. It fires between Tenebros and the lady, and Tenebros like, what was? Looks back towards you. Oh, you're still here.
No, I'm running this way.
Oh,
Run.
he goes to look and she's just booking it like,
Fucking what was that?
not me!
Yeah, man. Was nothing. You didn't see anything.
That was the absolute greatest. So happy.
All right, bye.
That was really beautiful. That was poetic, dare I say.
Oh my
God.
lord.
That you could take a clip of that and I'd be like, have you met Carrie?
You're
All right.
fucking right.
So that
Jesus
was you?
Christ. That's me. Yep.
Segregate is going to. Did he recharge any of his stuff? I wonder.
You
He
better
has a
not
lot
have.
of things to recharge from
Only
what
2.
I saw.
How y'all looking? All right. He's gonna drop down and he's gonna go after Quintus.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
He allows himself to fall.
Well, maybe Winchester should take this one. No, I'm kidding.
Does that give Avi
Damn.
an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
You are 15 feet up. He is 10 feet tall. He is 13 feet tall. I believe he's still within your attack range as of the point of landing, because he'd be in the 5 and 10 squares, and you were occupying the 15, so he's still 1 block below you within your range.
Damn. I wanted to see what Sentinel would enter.
I know.
Yeah.
I was having the same thoughts.
He falls.
Stops midair.
He's going to swing his weapon around. He's going to go for a grand scimitar attack on Quintus. Is Quintus going to do anything?
I already have my Sinius Repulsion.
It's already on. Oh, it's still on, isn't it?
Yeah, because it hasn't been my turn.
Swings. He gets a crit.
Oh god, this is gonna. Well, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Strikes.
I guess I know what I'm doing.
You
my
take
turn.
12 damage through the Sinius Repulsion. As it slashes you,
Your
you're
dice are so light.
going to
Sorry.
take ongoing damage at the start of each of your turn. As he cuts you,
Uh-oh.
it leaves a gaping wound
No.
that opens up in your chest. You'll get to make a save against it on each of your turns, but you are going to take effectively bleeding damage.
How did he get to my chest with my masterwork?
He's then going to try to bite you. And he hits, but he does not crit. So after he cuts a hole almost open in Cindy's repulsion, as it like flickers, he tries to attack through it using the opening that was created, and you only take 10 damage.
Nice, by the way. I have 69 wounds.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
That's how I got me.
All right. Vogan, you're up.
He's not. You didn't put him on the ground, did you?
Nope. Could only grapple him.
Darn.
Didn't
Yeah.
restrain him or anything.
That's what I thought. All right.
Also,
well,
if he'd been moved, like if his speed had been 0 and he fell, it would have broken the grapple because it would have been unwilling movement.
True. All right. I will wind chain once again,
Okay.
and I will.
I am once again
Attack him.
asking you to wind chain. That's a crit!
Oh my god.
And he'd already used his thing.
And he already used Uncanny Dodge!
Oh my
Yeah, he
god.
did. And I'll gain 3 of my
Focus points back.
focus points back. Fuck yeah, that is exactly what I needed.
It's a
Grit.
Wow.
And die.
Oh, you deal 24 damage
that
to
wasn't
him.
very good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
It's okay. Oh, damn. Okay, that's fine. Second attack.
That hits.
All right. Bam.
Alrighty. And I have a feeling I know what's coming here. Well, maybe. Depending on how many points you have, because it would cost 4 now, wouldn't it?
I've only used 2.
So it would cost 4 now.
Right. Yeah, but I can use it if I want to, is what I.
Yes.
Which I will. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm commenting on the cost, not your limit. Because Dragon,
Yeah.
Dragon Surge would cost you 4 points as of now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'ma beat him up.
Yeah! And then you get 3 back!
Fuck.
Jesus.
incredible.
You get 3 more focus points back. Roll your damage.
Die!
Oh!
He's in the red.
Oh,
That one misses.
Oh.
that's fair.
Bullshit!
The floor explodes.
I demand a
All
recount.
right.
I demand a recount. And that's all I can do. I'm gonna back away just a little bit here, just in case.
Alrighty.
And that is gonna be my turn,
Oh.
sir.
Alright.
How's he looking?
Yeah, good question.
Struggling.
little red-
You've noticed he
that
he
little-
seems to power through wounds. He doesn't really seem to care that he's all that hurt. The regeneration that's happening, you get a sense that he's confident in his ability to survive. But
Right back, by the way.
that said, he's looking very beat up. He is looking like he's struggling. Lexi. And then Fenris, you're on deck. Today. I didn't know if today was just going to be this fight, but today is this fight.
Rock and roll.
Okay, but there's stuff I want to do, but I can't fucking do it this turn. So
He's grappled and has a monkey beside him.
it's true. So I'm gonna Pachu a boy. Get heckin' Pachu'd.
That's a hit!
Oh, it's a miracle. Okay, get fucked
It's a
out.
miracle!
I haven't hit anything this entire fight, man. It's a miracle. Fucking die.
I'm ready for a miracle.
My snack attack didn't go on. Heck,
You didn't apply it.
I know. I was playing the game, but it was me.
Just curious. Just curious,
Yeah.
Lexi. How many d6s do you do for your sneak attack?
Foul.
In that case, how do you want to do this?
Yay! Take him out!
I love how the first attack she does on this guy kills him.
Yo, shut up.
Head,
Shut the fuck up.
shot.
Okay.
Head shot.
I mean, it's probably headshot. This was sweet. Heckin, I'm looking at his image because he's got that weird skull fucking thing on. Like right at like the mouth of his skull thing. I wanted to
I will
just
note he's
Pachu.
faced away from you, just so you know, because he's facing.
Back of the head, bitch.
All right. You fire it, aiming for the large mane of, like, matted green hair that he has. You fire one of your bolts. It flies up, and as it looks like all of his tendrils, he, like, releases himself from the ceiling, and all of them rise up and point towards Miriam's arm. And you just see him, you hear him be like,
I suppose I'll have to take the entire thing.
as he does, Miriam, you see him just go, and his body just arcs forward, and then slumps back in your hand, and his arms and the tendrils slowly lower and droop around your hand. His body then turns into, again, a mist-like substance, and just seems to pour away like smoke from dry ice in your hand until there's nothing of him left. As this is happening, you all see your attention gets turned over towards the Tenebros, who is calmly walking towards all of you at this point. The lady attacking him seeming to be recoiling from the end of the blade being snapped off her owl pike. As that happens, as you all turn over towards them, you see them almost like dodging attacks from the lady, put their hands in their pockets and just regard all of you and be like, "Oh, turning your attention to me? Don't you think you should finish what you're doing first?" You see shadowy mist building up along the ground and moving almost out of sight and build up into a space just behind you as this little moat of misty darkness expands out, and the still terribly injured form of Stainer strikes upwards and reasserts itself, lunging towards you in the air.
Great.
You were close to killing it.
Yep.
No, you killed it. Like leaping at you in the air, grand scimitar bared. It's coming out of hiding to do this, so the first attack's going to have advantage. As it leaps towards you, it hits. It does not crit. Strikes. It hits you. You all turn to see this as his blade collides with Avi in the air, knocking them out of it. It comes down and lands. As it does, it turns over towards you, Monkey Miriam. Looking towards the lot of you. His eyes just seem to be scanning, looking for weakness among all of you.
I won't be getting another chance like that, so let's take one of you with me!
And he starts rushing again in between the lot of you. He's going at Quintus.
No, none of that.
Guys, he got
Son
right up next to me.
of Vanderbilt!
He leaps through the air.
What will your honor do for you now?
He's going to come in for a bite against you. And he got a crit.
So many effing crits today.
He has superior critical. He gets them on an 18 or higher. He's
I'd rather if he didn't.
pounces,
Rolling really high.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
hits you, skids, pulls you off of. He pulls you off of Winchester as he bites into you and hurls you to the ground. Segregate is going to. He is going to go for a bite attack, and he is going to aim it. He still doesn't know where Vogan is. He has no idea where Vogan is.
God.
I love this.
If he's coming after
Great
me,
invisibility was the greatest thing to ever happen to Vogan.
He is going to go for this bite attack against Winchester.
Disadvantage!
Can you do that while prone?
I don't know. It just says with someone.
We'll do it. We'll give it disadvantage. Goes for it. It still hits. But you've made it not a crit, if for what that's worth.
Yay! That's good.
Lunges forward.
I've seen how much you care for this. It would be a pity if it got taken away.
And he is going to bite into it. And he does 26 damage to Winchester. As he tries to kick at and like buck off Segregate, who's still biting into his neck. It's then going to go between them. He's going to use his other legendary action to do another bite attack on Winchester.
No!
Oh no! Which is going to be a crit.
Wait.
No. Oh no.
Wait, what?
No.
Sorry, he used a legendary action to do that? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Legendary action. Fucking one was after Fenris' turn, and then Winchester took his turn, and then
Yeah.
So, Mm,
Is he outright dead?
it did not instantly kill him.
Oh,
That's good.
He bites into him and he rips him, like, part of his neck out and throws him off to the side. You hear a violent neigh coming from Winchester as he collapses onto the ground, toppling through one of the thrones that is beside him.
Winchester looks at him, looks at Winchester, stands up.
That said, when we got to your turn, did it...
It did not.
No, it did. Ongoing
Oh, it did?
damage.
But yeah, I
Quintus
took
damage
fucking
control.
5.
You took 5, yeah.
It's going to look at his shield, gonna look at Winchester. I need to know. Oh, what happens when I use a lance not on Winchester? I need to remember.
You need to use 2 hands.
It needs
Yeah,
to be
so I can't go
two-handed
for the
if you have
shield.
disadvantage at certain ranges.
Yep.
I'll drop the lance. We're going standard, boys.
Ooh. You're 10 feet away. It's fine.
Well, I'd have to use 2 hands, and that means no shield.
Oh,
that
true.
AC.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Getcha.
not like it's that important, you know, with my health, but you know, whatever. He's gonna take his 10 feet of movement. Because I only have 10 feet. You are not worthy to take him down. You are not worthy of life. I'll take you with me. And he will go for another attack.
All right.
Get him.
First attack. Come on, Quinn.
That's a hit.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
That's 7 damage. You strike him.
Is that another attack?
An empty notion. Haven't you learned by now? We can die as many times as we need to. You, on the other hand, live once.
That's fine. As long as one of them is from me! And he will go for another attack. And probably... Please, crit, Quinn. Come on.
Come on, boy.
Please, Quinn.
Come on.
It's a hit, but not a crit.
Not a crit.
Oh, it's good.
Damage is damage.
Ah.
You deal 8 more damage to him as you pierce into him with your standard. He, like, buckles down and has to, like, put one of his front hands onto the ground to maintain his weight at this point.
I need to see a thing really quick. I'm gonna try to knock him prone.
Go ahead. Roll it.
I don't
Come
think I
on,
can
boy.
do it. but
Y'all
I'm
seem to always be under the impression that you think everything has proficiency in acrobatics or athletics, and you are almost
Yes.
always wrong.
They do.
gonna- Hi-ya!
He fails.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. He should have proficiency in acrobatics or athletics.
Every time you
as he
guys are
knocks
always
him
gonna make
over-
any like shove, you're like, it's a monster. It's probably got like a plus 50.
Yes.
Fucking learn from
As he
Patrick.
knocks
Try to
him
knock
over,
over
he's gonna
trees.
be like, please get him! And that's it.
All right, you knock him prone. Apply it to him.
So I'm gonna have super advantage. That's
Yeah,
how
that's
that works?
that's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's how that
All
works.
right. Giant ape, it is on you, and then Vogan, you're on deck.
Both hands together, above head, slam jam.
Do it. Come on and slam.
And welcome to the deck.
That's a hit. You deal
Hell yeah.
9 damage to him.
Come on.
You bring your hands down on him, crushing him up, driving him into the floor. You then bring your hands up again.
Come on, monkey
That's
man.
a hit. You bring your arm down and punch into him. As he is hit, you hear as if this was the end. And there's just a crunch as you hit him. You feel the feeling of bones cracking under your fist as you hit the ground, and your hand goes through the floor, breaking it open to the ground floor that's outside, because this whole place is suspended up. Outside, as you see the wispy darkness disappearing. But unlike last time, where he seemed to break apart then reform, you do see his body fall down to the ground, hit it, and then even though it's giving off this dark, misty aura, you do see it ickering away like you're used to seeing demons whenever it hits the ground. Flux, it is your turn.
Cool. I'll just turn after the Tenebros. Do not turn away from me, Tenebros. I will have you answer for my master's death. And I'll try to take a shot at him, even though I'm cursed.
Go for it.
Hiya!
Oh my god!
You should.
I know.
Yeah.
Why didn't that have disadvantage?
I don't know why it didn't.
Roll another. Do it.
Oh
Do
god.
220 Flux. Come on.
That's the most upsetting thing.
You fire it. Whenever it happens, there's a throb of pain from the place where you were stabbed. You hear this like, you know it's coming from the imp, but just in the back of your head, you hear it distracting you enough that it causes you to grimace, and the shot goes wide and hits part of the ceiling. He stops walking when that happens, and without turning to you, I'm not sure I have to come back to you. I'm pretty sure that you'll follow after me. Besides, your master's research is in the hands of Kanzliger at this point. Shouldn't you run along and go after them?
I will be following her shortly, once I am sure that you are dealt with and that my friends are safe. And I'll start healing myself. I'll give myself a second level cure wounds.
What a pity. I guess you're just gonna be one more piece of wreckage in the city after I'm done with it. Merkwire's going to go. Merkwire is still sitting there. He like punches. What do you mean, come on, you bitch?
He's a bitch.
The same thing that let you beat him that one time is currently his problem.
Well, right now he's a bitch.
Snap out of it, Merkwire.
He is gritting his teeth. He like, before he attacks, he punches into the ground and leaves a small hole in it as if to give himself, just to center himself for just a moment. He is then going to aim his longbow. He's going to fire at Tenebros and hit.
Wow.
Way to go, bitch.
He does not. The damage, unfortunately, doesn't. It's non-magical. So as it hits him, Tenebros twirls one of his fingers, and one of the spears in the air spins in place and hits the arrow out of the air next to him.
He took 0 damage.
Yep.
No.
So Logan, he better not count towards like the XP split we get from these fuckers. He's literally done nothing to them.
Shame.
Man, would really be great if there was maybe a way to make it so that he could be helpful. But is there? I can't imagine that there's a way that the party has to instantly stop someone from being frightened. I couldn't conceive of what the solution is.
I couldn't possibly conceive of it.
You manipulated me!
As he's just walking away from him.
Don't walk away! You have to pay for what you made me do!
You see him like speaking through forced fear. As he does, the imp is just turning and just like making mean faces in Merkwire's direction. After what happened, Quintus looks over to Winchester and tries to balance himself, but he falls down to one knee and falls unconscious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, he would totally try to, like, see if we can medicine check, and then immediately goes, "Ugh."
Giant hate Mariam?
Going to go.
Did I have
back
roll
in
for
here.
anything, Logan?
No,
Eats
because
Avi.
they both happen at the
You
same time.
drop
Like,
on your turn.
yeah.
I was meaning the.
I'm still in your hand.
The thing? Oh, sorry. You succeeded. The ongoing damage has failed. Or has stopped.
I was meaning the Quip Cat thing.
Oh.
Right! Fool! You should have let me get away with it! Roll 1d100! Oh, well, that's fair. You're a good sport.
50, baby.
I didn't want you to feel bad about it last time.
Now,
'cause
every
last
time
you
this
felt bad.
happens, the range expands. Every time this roll happens, so...
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said
The range at which it fails is larger than it was last time you did it. That said, even if it was, you still would have succeeded last time. Go ahead and roll me 1d100 real quick.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
As you fall to the ground and you kneel down, your vision starts to blur. The last thing that you hear as you fall is a metallic grinding and then a cracking sound along your shield. Miriam, with your monkey eyes, and Aviana, as you're being carried over there, as you move by, you see the Quip Cat is rapidly losing its color. And a lot like when Quintus's sword sputtered out, the gem-like accents on it appear to be becoming dull. Quip Cat has lost its ability. It is, unfortunately, it goes completely dull and quiet for a second, and then light begins to emerge from the cracks that are along it. Energy begins to fill Quintus. You grip your hand, and as you do, you're going to regain hit points. But Quip Cat falls to pieces at your side.
Yeah.
An aura like covers your body, and you feel reinvigorated as Quip Cat falls to pieces as its last gift to you as its idolic armament, as it's fallen out of sync with you, is this burst of stamina to allow you to persevere. Avi, Flux, you're on deck.
Just gonna boop Miriam on the nose as I get up.
That's an attack. Invisibility drops.
Oh shit!
With Miriam, yeah, basically. Why did I close my sheet? Because I'm a Dumas, you see. Okay. Ooh. I'm just gonna. This is my thinking sound.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get up to.
Beep, 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 beep.
Get out of my head, Finula. This is Avi time. Yeah, get up to there.
Yes,
And-
I need to also real quick. You do your thing. I'm just organizing something on the side.
No,
that
it's
I
okay.
meant.
So I'm just checking something. I'm like, do I want to go there? Or no, there's a wall heckin' there. I'm gonna actually have gone to heckin' right by the stairs, if that is okay.
Sure.
Okay, I know you're doing something.
No, it's not
Um,
okay.
No. Fuck! And you know, if I were to, no, there's too many people right there. I couldn't get, because with Steel Wind Strike, would I have to end up right beside him?
Yes, you
Is
have to
that
end up.
kinda the-
You have to end within a certain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna do that then, because there's so many people there. And
Yo,
fucking Cassandra's
I can
doing
tell you how to
shit.
cheat this.
Yes.
You're a flyboy. If you used it, you could appear like over Lexi in the space above Lexi, which would still
Yep.
be adjacent to Tenebros.
Oh, I love
Hell
you,
yeah.
Vogan. Not Vogan, Logan. I know words.
What's up?
Listen, I have putty brain, but also love Vogan. I don't know what I'm doing now.
Aw.
So I'll take to the air and I will Steel Wind Strike at fucking.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. You fly over to them, use Vox Victoria, which seems to glow and almost like vibrates slightly as you get close to Tenebros. Once again, you've seen this before, getting excited by it. When you do this, please roll this with advantage as you go for the attack, and go ahead.
Is it hitting cast or attack on for Steel Wind Strike? There's two things.
Is there even anything undercast?
No, there's not. Listen, brain is putty. Beep.
Wow.
Do I press cast?
That is
No
a
way.
that is a hit.
Do I
Before
get-
you roll anything, heck, in one moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm waiting my memo.
Okay, you can roll your damage.
Okay. Do I get snapped?
No.
Damn.
But I'm right
that's fair.
there.
I know. I was like, but let's
It's
see
not
right
a-
there.
It's not a... One sec, let me review the text real quick, but I'm pretty sure that the answer is
Yeah.
absolutely no.
I don't think so, but I
'Cause I'm-
have to check.
With you, you do use heckin' Vox Victoria to make the attack, but... Flourish the weapon using it as casting and strike the wind. She's up to 5 creatures. I'll make a melee spell attack. However, I do have it set that you use with Vox Victoria. I believe I did have the text that you use its attack. However, an additional however... Spell attacks may without use a weapon attack with the weapon instead. I'm still gonna say, given the nature of it being a spell, that you can't add sneak
that's
attack.
fair.
It's like with Booming Blade, it says they suffer the damage of the
Yeah.
weapon.
Well,
as
it's
well.
the thing
Yeah.
is,
I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Tenebros.
So-
Tenebros.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh no.
in using this, don't worry, that's a placeholder for something. In using this, you go to attack. You see these chains lash up, and first of all, I guess I want to ask, how do you want to do this? That's step one.
So I'm going to fly on up over Lexi,
Hi, Abby.
and start making my attacks against him, and just harrowing him with just flashing around and slicing at him with both blades.
As you use that, you see the chains from the spell, which at this point is probably not going to end up taking effect. At this point, the chains that are appearing around Cassandra begin lashing out towards Tenebros, and he seems genuinely alarmed by this when it happens, and is turning his attention away from everybody else. As this happens, you appear beside them. He hears, like, the hum of Vox Victoria, and he turns towards you with a very...
That again.
And as he does, you vanish and start striking around him. Each of the spears beside him gets cracked in half one at a time as he starts looking at them as after images of you appear around him, and one final one appears beside him as you appear crouched down over him, blade ready to strike. As he brings up his weapon to attack you, several of the chains reach him and bind around his arms and hold his arm back. As he tries to dodge, more of them strike him from Cassandra's spell and hold him in place. As you bring the blade up and drive it up into him, into his heart, and Vox Victoria pierces through his chest and out the other side. A dead look
Stay out of my
comes.
city.
A dead look fills his eyes. You see him struggling for a second. He coughs up a bit of very black blood. He slowly, almost as if a cadaver being puppeteered by another force, turns and looks over towards Cassandra.
You're my sister, aren't you? Well then.
He looks to the lot of you. His head slowly turns over to Flux.
I told you, didn't I? This hasn't even started.
He takes a very large breath in. You feel Vox Victoria vibrating as if it feels danger coming from him. Your instinct, Avi, through the blade is to get away from him.
Yeah.
Cassandra seems to recognize something's about to happen as you see this greenish aura seems to outline the Tenebros' body. This very faint, sickly aura as his skin begins to almost like begin to change its texture. You hear a grotesque sound coming from under his skin.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, I'm tempted to flip a D2 because there's two things.
there's something I kind of want to do, but I don't know if
Try
it'll
to
do
stab him or
anything.
fly away.
Yo, right?
I'm gonna dash away.
You know? Yeah, I'm going to disengage and get the fuck out of there because I'm going
Do I
to
see
follow
this?
Vox Victoria.
What, Aaron?
Do I see this?
You would all have a general view of it, yeah. Even from where you are, you can You can hear most of what's going on. His fear effect would have ended by now. Murkwire is gonna stand as you guys are trying to move away. Sorry, so I know that Avi's getting out of there, Vogan's getting out of there. Lyra is going to back up somewhat. Lexi and Fenris, what are you two doing?
Probably backing up a little.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it is. If it looks like someone on the edge of a polymorph, I'm going to try and counterspell it.
As you try to counterspell it, you would burn the spell slot, but unfortunately, it does not actually detect any magic. You don't.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You put your hand out and you use it, and it definitely, like, you interact with the weave, but all you really conclude is that there's nothing to interfere with. Fenris is move behind Murkwire.
Yeah. If everybody else is backing off, I'm backing off. man.
Shield.
Good,
That wasn't maybe intentional, but sure.
Lexi, what would you like to do?
If everybody else is backing off, I'm backing off.
All right, and
I
Flux,
would
what would you
move
like
forward
to
and tell Winchester to stay.
Could I throw my wrench at him?
Adorable.
do? You could try.
I will throw my wrench at him.
45 feet, oof.
Here's a wrench in your plans.
Haha!
Also a
I'd
wrench.
say, for the sake of it, yeah.
Also a wrench.
It would be effectively an improvised weapon as of trying to use it this way. I'll change it to thrown. I did on your sheet. Roll your wrench attack against him. It'll be a +4.
Cool. It's like you took someone from me that was very important. And in her honor, I would like to show you the first thing she ever taught me how to build, Tenebros.
Oh shit.
It hits. You hurl it over at him. Don't bother rolling damage. You hurl it over at him, and it strikes him and causes his body to, like, contort backwards, as if, like, when it hits his arm, as if it, like, wrenches it out of its socket. You see at the tips of his fingers, his nails seem to extend slightly, and that arm almost pushes itself back into place. His skin turns black along that hand, and he splays his hand and his fingers, and you see that the tips of them are now greenish, and there's, like, claws coming out of it. You see his eyes cover over, and they turn this greenish color, very much like Fionnuala in DMS. And his entire body begins to contort, and his skin turns a blackish color. You see more chains binding him, and, like, they pull him to the ground as Cassandra seems to recognize what's happening. They rush over to him, and they put their foot on his arm, and they start trying to wrestle off one of his arm blades, seemingly trying desperately to get that weapon. But there's an eruption of energy as she's pushed back, along with anyone else that is within 10 or 20 feet of her would be pushed back as well, as this cloud of sickly, corrosive gas erupts outwards, enough that just smelling it burns your nostrils. As you're all pushed back, and this thing erupts, and a wave of force comes out of the center of it. You see a very large form within, moving, almost like a massive cocoon almost, shadowed in this thick greenish mist. It then starts to move, and you see that the cocoon is a very large pair of wings, as you see the massive form of a creature unfurl inside, and you can see a greenish glow along it, as if it's highlighted by these arcane bits of green magic. It flaps its wings outwards, and this cloud of gas expands out and pushes down the corridors, revealing the monstrously huge form
Oh no.
Oh my god!
of a gargantuan black dragon, or at least what looks like one, with scales that separate and reveal a glowing greenish core to it. At the parts where all of its scales separate and plate on top of each other, you see that the inside isn't occupied by organs or muscle as much as chunks of it seem to just be almost an exoskeleton with pure greenish energy leaking out of it. It reels back, its tail whipping around, breaking through part of the wall as it does. Turns its head, with its glowing mouth and eyes, towards the lot of you, and lets out a disastrous roar that causes the foundation of the area you're in to rock.
Aww.
As he does,
below him.
Picture.
and finally as he does, you guys see a flash from outside as the sky seems to light up. Cassandra, who has been pushed back by this, her spell interrupted, looks out beyond it. And you see the strangest effect outside as the dragon also turns distracted and looks out towards the city. As where before the rays of the setting sun had been piercing through, you see they start to become multicolored as the sky outside and surrounding the city, as if a perimeter had been set up in the sky just on the edges of the city, seems to start to refract, and the sky and the distant landscape begins to take on this texture as if it was made of gemstone, effectively, as if a glass dome had been placed around the entirety of the city that was shifting, causing the light to bend and refract into different colors. And with that, we're going to end for this week.
Hey, Lord. Hey, hello, dragon. Can you help us deal with the dragon?
That'd be neat.
Yeah, man.
So, I can...
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube. We love you.
We love you.